All right, here we are onto another gate building adventure. I'm actually walking down here just to see how this culvert is holding up, if this is drying out some. So I actually let this sit for a few days just to see how it's doing. Hopefully by this summer we can bring in the dozer guy to help scrape the driveway and clear out this ditch all the way down on this side, and just be able to scrape some of this on this side to get a crown back into the road. And once I get a good crown, then I'll bring in some rocks. But so far it's looking okay. Okay, obviously there's still a lot of water sitting here, a lot of moisture, but welcome back to the journey, friends. So if you've actually missed out on the part 2 of that, we would gladly ask that you go watch that. And if you're new to the channel altogether, we would gladly ask that you give us that subscribe, share us out, help us grow, hit that like button. It's all the things that YouTube just, loves, and all, you know how it goes, right? But definitely go check that. I do have a playlist created for this build, and I needed a way, because since my truck isn't really operational right now, Dad's actually, whenever he decides to come back, he's gonna bring another alternator, because he thinks that the alternator might actually be causing some of these issues as well. At least that's what one of his friends thinks. So he's going to try to bring down another alternator, especially with it not wanting to charge the battery. So if there's an issue with it, hey, we'll see how that goes. So, but I needed a way of moving the beams, posts. Hearing something. Don't know what that was. Huh. Something up there. But I needed a way of moving these things other than just throwing them up on my shoulder and carrying it, right? Because so far, those really heavy, the heavy beams have already dried out enough to where I can actually pick it up, and it wasn't too bad. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and get the post ready today. So I need to get the metal post in the ground, get some concrete going, and then yeah, we'll see about, because the concrete needs to cure before I can put the wood post on. And I want to kind of give y'all an example of kind of like what we're going for when this is all said and done. So I'll show that right here. And yeah, there you go. So it's going to be looked more like dry stacked stone. So instead of having all the mortar type stuff, we'd rather do that. So obviously getting some type of like construction adhesive for gluing all the rocks together, and be able to just hide the metal post that I'm going to be putting in the ground. And then it will be still having some type of attachment point over to the cedar. And that's one of the things why I got the hardware for that. So but I want to be able to see how much of a standoff I can do. And for the gate right now, for the main post, I'm actually only using one post for the wood portion, and that's going to be 6 foot tall. So yeah, I think it's going to actually look pretty nice. So anyway, let me get some measurements. Let's get some concrete going, and let's get some holes dug. All right. Well, actually, here's my little cart that I made, extension to that cart to be able to haul logs. And I went ahead off camera to make some concrete forms. So what I'm planning on using, auger is inside, which is a gas-powered auger that I got from Mike, just to borrow. So this is, I want to say a 6-inch, right? So if I do a full 6-inch and do the full length, right, or go as far as I can, 3 feet. So 6-inch hole, 3 feet down, minus the metal, right? That's going to be at least one bag of the 80-pound bag of concrete. And then for those forms, right? So I have 2 of the older bags. I have 4 brand new bags that's in the Jeep. These forms here take roughly a bag and a half of the 80-pound bags. So I think what I'm going to do is get those forms pretty much where I want. I'm going to dig the hole first, then put the forms basically where I want. I'm going to fill up the hole with the fresh bag with the pipe, and then I'm going to utilize this. I'm going to break up 1 bag of these, just break it up the best I can, put that in first, or mix it with a fresh bag, because I have 4 bags over there in the Jeep. So to be able to do both sides, and this will be 3 per side, 3 bags per side, but one of them being the older bag. But I think if I put this towards the bottom of the form, it'll be okay, because even if it doesn't, 100% fully set up, which I know it will, but it's going to have bigger chunks in it. So that's going to be on the bottom, and then I'll put the fresh bag of stuff on the top. But regardless, I'm going to mix them both together with the concrete mixture, and it'll be all right. All right, so back up here to the front. So we have a stake here, a stake here. I went ahead and pulled the other ones. This is actually where I plan to put the metal pipes. But before we could do that, I need to fire up the auger and start drilling some holes. So I guess let's fire up the auger. Let's go drill some holes. Let's see. Choke. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn on. That's on. That should be on. All right, so I basically went and got everything off camera. So I got some wood I need to turn into stakes. Got the level, saw, yada yada yada. And basically I've already got this one, fairly set in place, pretty close to like where I'd want it to be. And so, like I said, I'm just gonna get the metal post set for today. This one actually has bolts on the bottom of it that will kind of help with keeping it in the ground. And then this one actually has like a bracket, because this one actually used to be an axle. So it has a bracket on that side or that side, and that'll definitely be enough to hold it into the ground. And then after this is set, I'm gonna be basically like drilling a hole through it for the bolt that will attach to the wood itself. And then I'm gonna have to, once this concrete cures, I'll give it a day or two, I'm gonna come and I'll drill the hole. And because I don't want to wet set, because I don't know 100% certain of like where I'm going to set that yet. It's going to be based off of where the post actually sits. So I'm going to go from there. Once this all gets set, I'm going to drill the hole, and then I'm going to set a piece of rod. It's like 1/2 inch rod in there, and then the bottom of the post will actually have a hole going up through it, and then one like hole on the side to be able to put a nut and like washer on there that will actually lock it down to the concrete, and it will be attached to the metal post. And you'll see that whenever that time comes, but I was just letting you know kind of what I was thinking. And I already got the generator and the mixture up here. Now I just got to get the boxes set. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one set. I'm gonna get this one set so I can do them both together. And then yeah, so whenever I'm ready to get everything up and going, I'll bring it back. All right, form 1 was done like you had seen, and now we got form 2 all finished up. Everything's all leveled out. We actually had a string line going between the two because it started to look like it was getting a little wonky. So now it's time to fire up the mixer. You ready? Yeah. All right, let's go. Sometimes it wants to start electronically, but not this. I'll have you scooping this in, and I'll let the water. It's good to go, we'll pour it back into here, and then we'll take that to dump in. Alright? I'm going to do about half of this in one, half in the other, and we'll set the metal pole.
just like that. We have a metal post and concrete, and then we have another metal post in concrete. So I'm gonna let those set up just a little bit, and then I actually have like a little rounding tool that I'm gonna go ahead and fancy up the edges a little bit, since you will see that obviously this is still gonna have dirt come up to there, because like I said, I was trying to get this. It's gonna be really close, you know, of it. It might be covered a little bit, but I'm kind of going off of a little bit of where that sits. And as of right now, I don't have a receiver for the laser level. All right, here we are the next morning, or top of the morning to you. It's almost afternoon. Had some stuff to do this morning, and then we're gonna go ahead and see how the concrete turned out. We'll get the forms taken off, and then we're gonna actually jump into doing an unboxing of the actual Topens gate openers and the solar panels and the keypad. So those are all the things we got, and those links will be down in the description, so definitely get down there, check it out. Like I said, we're going to do the unboxing in this video, so you kind of see what's coming in the future, and then we'll let the concrete cure for a few days, and then I still need to go buy the stuff needed for the actual gate itself. And yeah, I don't have all the materials that I need yet. Gotta wait for payday. Yeah, I know, it happens. We're on a budget, folks. We're on a budget, and like I said, tax season was not too pleasant. Tax, yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, let's get over here. Let's check out this concrete. Let's get these forms taken down, and let's see how bad it honeycombed. Well, upon first investigation, the tops of the slabs actually look really, really nice. Well, we'll see what the sides look like here in a second. Yeah, I didn't bring the tripod, so I'm just gonna have to remove the forms and then show you all what it looks like after I'm done. So be right back. All right, there we go. Actually, they look pretty good. Not really a whole lot of honeycomb. Obviously I don't have a concrete vibrator, so, but there's no like major holes or pits. So I was able to get it looking pretty nice. And it's actually wet enough right now that if I really wanted to try to form it up some, I could, which this one was a little bit wetter than that one, because I did have the round over trowel, and even though I hit this one, it was still just a little too wet that it just settled back out again. And then obviously I did this trying to get the form off because it was still a little stuck, but oops, oh well. Looks good. So like I said, we'll let this cure up some, and then we'll come back in. We'll drill the hole for the rod of how we're going to attach the cedar to the concrete, but then we're also attaching the cedar to the metal post. And then I have some more treatment that I need to get onto this metal post, both of them, right? Just to help with, you know, rust and stuff down the road. Actually, this one still has some big flaky stuff on here that I'm gonna get rid of, and then we'll put some rust preventative stuff on it, right? But I'm happy so far. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to the playroom and let's do that unboxing quick. All right, so welcome to the playhouse. We're actually going to do a little bit of the unboxing for the actual gate openers that we have received from Topens. We do thank you very much. Like I said, this is a multi-part series build because we're going completely from scratch. We're building everything ourselves. We're not purchasing anything, right? But we do thank the company for reaching out to us and sending us these products to review, but we're not only reviewing them, we're actually showing them how we install it based off of obviously their recommendations, right? We are going through the entire process, but we also wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of kind of what's to come, right? So we are going to go ahead and share the link down in the description. So make sure you're getting down there, check out what they have to offer, right? Get your discounts at anything that you can. So if you're, I know this product isn't for everybody, right? Not everybody needs a gate or wants a gate for their driveway, but if you're in the market, you're looking for something, definitely get over there. They have applications for so many different things, right? Not only this model that we have here. So without further ado, I'm going to save the big box for last. We'll go ahead and start opening up some of the small stuff first. Okay, so this is actually going to be the little touchpad, and I'm going to try to stay out of the sunlight because it does affect the camera. Okay, so this is going to be the TKP3 wireless keypad. All right, that's what we're going to start off with. And let me see. Oh, it's got tape on there. I got to break out the old pocket blade. Okay, and they do have their own channel that shows a lot of the installation stuff as well going through, but then it also has instruction manuals, all those things to be able to install that, how you're going to do all those things. Okay, so this one, actually really nice. And I'm going to have to set a different post for this. Okay, but there's the little keypad. Actually, very sleek, very simple. All right, and it does come with the mounting hardware and batteries, because this one's actually battery operated. And from a lot of the things that I've seen, that those batteries last a very, very long time. Right, but it does have the programming, operating instructions. So it looks great. So you'll definitely be seeing this, and whenever it comes time to install this and get it set up and on all that stuff, I'll definitely bring you along to show you how we're going to do that. So, awesome. Okay, the next one is actually going to be, so if you live in an area to where you're installing your gate and you're closer, easily accessible to power, they actually have that available, right, to where you can just plug it in, or you already run your electricity to the gate or wherever you're installing that, or if you're right next to a house or any of that stuff, right? They do have those options available, but if you don't, our driveway is actually really far, right? Our gate of where we're installing it is nowhere near, any type of power, and I don't plan on putting any power out into that area anytime soon, if ever, right? So we went ahead and went with the solar option. So this is the solar charger kit. This is the TSQ20W. So once again, does come with your manual, your book. So the gate opener system just has all the good stuff, and it even shows a lot of the different products that they do offer. Okay, so we have in here our mounting hardware kit to be able to mount. And I always love having boxes inside of boxes, right? And let me set this down to the floor. So it's packaged, right, in these nice little foam blocks, so you can see it's going to be elevated inside of the box for shipping, because this is solar panels, right? Solar panels are fragile, right? Must be French. So, and this actually comes with 2 panels. So we have one solar panel, right? And this is a 24 volt system. The whole system is 24 volts, right? So it does come with the 2 panels to be able to power the gate, because we actually have a dual gate system, but I'm gonna have both panels set up together on one side of where I'm putting the control panel, the main control panel, and it'll be able to power that. And then we're gonna have to have the wire or whatever it is going to the other side to be able to open up the other gate, which we'll get to that whenever we get to that. But all right, so there's the 2 solar panels. We have the hardware kit, and I'm not going to open up these boxes completely. We will get to that whenever we go to install it. But then I'm going to go ahead and open up. So down here at the bottom, I know it's probably hard to see, but see if I can pull this over. All right, so this is going to be the Topens model kit A5132, and this is a dual swing gate opener. Boom. So, and it's heavy. I mean, not too heavy that I can't pick it up, but let's get this cut open. And I know that the box is going to be just off frame. That's fine. I'm going to get all the stuff pulled out. Obviously, nice packing. So there's your manual. All kinds of stuff. The keys needed. It does come with batteries for different stuff. It has a few different cards in here. Just a whole bunch of awesomeness. All right. And that's one of the reasons, too, that I wanted to go ahead and open up this now, is so I can actually start going through a lot of this material and just kind of see, planning for whatever I'm putting the post in of, hey, what do I need to do, or do I need to change up my design any of where I plan to put posts, where I plan to put all that stuff, other than what I've already done, right? Because I know that I already knew, I've already told them about the size of the gate that I wanted to do. I wanted it to be roughly 16 feet. It's probably going to be a little bit less, which is fine. I think that the overall opening dimension of the gate is probably going to be closer to 14 feet, which is still more than plenty for any big, I mean, large trucks can still come through a 14-foot gate. All right, so set this off to the side. Put all the documentation off to the side. All right. And then the nice big openers, right? And everything looks to be, well packaged. And I have seen, some stuff online, obviously going through. And I'm going to tell you, our honest review. So once we get all this stuff installed, we're going to use this for a month. I'm going to do 1 full month of testing out the product, using the product. And then I'm going to do a 1 month follow-up. All right? Of just how do we feel about it? All those things. So, like I said, it's going to be basically 3 videos that's going to show the actual product. So we're doing the unboxing here. Then we're going to do an installation video, and then I plan on doing a 1 month follow-up. All right? That's not stuff that they've asked us to do. That's just stuff that I have already told them I'm doing. Okay? Well, I haven't told them about the follow-up part, but that's coming, and that's for y'all. Okay? So, the other opener. Okay, then we got some wire. Okay, that's the extension conductor cable for the second actuator. So this is the part that's going to have to go under the driveway. So I'm going to have to get some type of conduit, because I'm not going to want to put this directly in the ground, especially if we're driving over it. So I will get some type of conduit to put this through. Get some more stuff in here. Okay, then we have another box, box within a box. Okay, so this is going to be the ups So the uninterrupted power supply, the UPS-01 or UPS. All right. And this product does not come with batteries. So you do have to buy batteries separate. Okay. And it's just a little, you get 2 of the little 12 volt batteries. It's basically the same type of battery that you would use for like an electric fence. So you can go to any, hardware store, Tractor Supply, any of the stuff. It's just those little tiny, it looks like the little battery that you can get that is used for like solar panels and stuff like that. It all connects to the UPS and stuff like that. All right. And I want to say that each one of those batteries are roughly $60 to $100. It just depends on how many amps you're getting. Okay. But then we have a whole bunch of mounting hardware, all the different stuff for the actuators themselves. Okay. And then, not sure what this is, not really labeled. I mean, it just says the Topens XEK4 Bravo. Not sure what that is, so let's get it opened up. Okay, so this is actually going to be the control box. So, because this is where it has, we actually have little key fobs for being able to open, and it comes with 2. Okay, so there's 2 key fobs to be able to open up the gate. One for each vehicle. And then, even though we have multiple vehicles, it's going to be the 2 main vehicles, Gladys and I. Right, and then there's the control box. Right? And it does look like it has other ports that are down here for expansion if needed. But I've installed plenty of these bulkhead grommets, for wires. So if I need to install others for expansion of stuff, because I have seen from other folks that have installed this, that said that there wasn't enough openings for the amount of wires that needs to go in for a dual gate thing. But that's fine. And I actually have more of these already. If I need to install that, I can. But we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right. But that's everything. All the rest is just cardboard stuff that they used for packing. So far, everything looks great. No damages. Everything was packed very, very well. All right. So that's it. That's all we got for you. So we definitely appreciate y'all. Hopefully you're enjoying this series of building a driveway gate. And it's just gonna get better with time because it takes time to build stuff like this. All right. So we definitely thank y'all. If you'd like to stick around a little bit longer on our journey, go ahead and check out this video we have right here or the entire year's playlist over on this side. The icons at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. Go check that out. And then last but not least, get out there, thank a veteran with every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day, I'm going to get busy. We'll see you on the next one. Later, friends.